You just stepped outside for a smoke break. Maybe you don't smoke, but someone near you probably does. They light up, take one drag, and for a second, their shoulders drop. It feels like a modern habit, a stress response built for cubicles and traffic jams and late night scrolling. But the real answer is far stranger. Humans were inhaling burning plant matter on purpose more than 12,000 years before the first cigarette was ever rolled, long before writing, long before farming, long before the wheel. Your ancestors were already doing this. In 2021, archaeologists working at a site called Wishbone in the Utah desert found something strange in the ashes of an ancient hearth. Charred seeds, tiny, blackened, and easy to miss. A researcher named Darren Duke led the team that identified them. They belonged to wild tobacco, and they were roughly 12,300 years old. That makes them the oldest direct evidence of humans using tobacco anywhere on Earth. Think about that for a second. This wasn't a farmed crop. There was no rolling paper, no lighter, just a small band of hunter-gatherers sitting around a fire, deliberately using a plant that does nothing for hunger and nothing for thirst. Why would anyone bother? Here's the twist. They probably weren't smoking it the way you'd imagine. Wild tobacco is brutal. It's far more concentrated in nicotine than anything sold today. A few seeds near that hearth suggest people were chewing it, wrapping it, or dropping it straight onto the coals and breathing in the smoke. Either way, the effect would have hit fast and hit hard. So what were they actually chasing? An anthropologist named Johannes Wilbert spent decades studying tobacco use among indigenous groups in South America, and his research found something consistent across dozens of separate cultures. Tobacco wasn't treated as a treat. It was treated as a tool. Shamans used it to induce trance states. Hunters used it to sharpen focus before a chase. Healers used it in rituals meant to communicate with the world beyond the visible one. In other words, the first smoke break wasn't a break at all. It was a doorway. Your brain still remembers how to walk through that doorway, even now. Nicotine doesn't relax you. Not really. It hijacks the same reward circuitry your ancestors relied on to learn which berries were safe and which caves were warm. A researcher named Nora Volkow, who has spent her career studying addiction at the level of neurons and dopamine, has shown that nicotine floods that circuitry almost instantly. Within about 10 seconds of a single inhale, it reaches the brain. 10 seconds. Faster than almost any other drug humans have ever discovered. That single fact might explain everything. A stimulant this fast, this reliable, this easy to access from a burning plant was never going to stay a ritual for long. By the time agriculture spread across the Americas, tobacco had already changed. It went from something reserved for spiritual specialists to something woven into everyday survival. Warriors carried it into battle. Traders used it as currency. Entire alliances between rival groups were sealed by passing a pipe hand to hand, because sharing smoke was a way of saying, we trust each other enough to breathe the same air. And then Europeans arrived. They didn't discover tobacco so much as they discovered how badly they wanted it. Within 100 years, it had crossed the Atlantic, reshaped economies, fueled the transatlantic slave trade, and become one of the most profitable crops on the planet. A plant that began as a handful of charred seeds in a desert hearth ended up funding empires. Here's the part that should unsettle you a little. Every single mechanism that made tobacco irresistible 12,000 years ago is still fully intact inside your skull right now. The dopamine spike, the 10-second delivery, the ritual of doing something with your hands during a moment of stress. None of that evolved for cigarettes. It evolved for a species trying to survive, focus, and bond around a fire in the dark. Modern smoking didn't invent a new craving. It just industrialized an ancient one, wrapped it in paper, and put a price tag on it. So the next time you see someone step outside for a cigarette or you feel that itch yourself, know what you're actually looking at. Not a modern vice, not a personal failing. A 12,000-year-old ritual, stripped of its meaning, still running on the same ancient software. You didn't step outside for a smoke break. You stepped outside to do something your ancestors were already doing around a fire, long before anyone thought to call it a habit at all.